Welcome back. Welcome back. As you can see, we are currently in this trade. I really should have started recording a little bit sooner, so you could have seen this whole process. But today was a pretty decent day. There were a lot of like potential setups. There's no news today, so market actually was a bit more undecisive, so to say, at best. But there were a lot of good setups, depending on what type of strategy you actually trade. And we're going to look at a few of them. So, just kind of watching this, we already took, or some people took their target right here for about 600. And so, dollars, I was telling people we could hold until this daily level hits right here or not. Really up to you. So, let's look into NQ a bit more as we are starting to pull back and retrace. So we immediately have, actually, first, let's go into our prerequisites, which will be determining the bias for today. A lot of people had some questions about the bias. This has nothing to do with that. Neither do these. Or that. All right. So we see that London took out Asia lows. That's what we look for first, which means that we are bearish on the day between our window. But if you notice, immediately after our window sort of expires around like 5 a.m., it pretty much immediately went up and took out Asia highs as well. So that to me let me know that it's going to be sort of maybe some manipulation going on. If you know anything about AMD, which is accumulation, manipulation, and disbursement, right? Or displacement, whichever one you want to call it. Um, so that's kind of what we got as well. We got the buys up and then a strong sell off, right? So right now it's sort of retracing a bit, which is fine. I'm okay with even if it comes back. I know people say don't let a green trade go red, but I'm gonna stick to what I actually see. There's a lot of good setups there, so let's go deeper into that. Hopefully, this plays out while I'm discussing this. So immediately after the open was right here. We got a nice little bull run that actually went up to a gap. So there was a gap on the hour time frame, as we can see here, that it decided to close and respect. So if we look, there was this gap right here, right here, that was made yesterday on the 9th. Price came, it closed the gap, but you can see these long wicks, it actually respected it and it actually formed like a double top right here and then sort of sold off pretty nicely also. So that was one reason why I think it decided to go bullish at first before flipping to bearish. Now, there were a few different plays because if you are like Fibonacci trader, there was a very nice setup for fibs because here we kind of determined that it was trying to go up to the gap, but we didn't know like how high, right? So the way I do my fib, I don't really do it on the 1 minute, but I did send this out in the chat. Price went up and made a high after the open. Then it came back. It crossed over 50% line, 618 line. We got bullish confirmation after a couple of reversal style candles, which are dojis, which was right here. Then this one engulfed pretty much the last like 8 or 9 minutes of it. And then I was assuming that it was going to come up here to this 27 level or the -618, ultimately up to the daily, but it decided not to. But if you were to trade this fib, you actually did make some good profits because you would have entered in off of this bullish confirmation right here, which would have peaked out at about 1,200 bucks. So that would have been good. We did have a chop box also over here, but before I get into that, if we look at when price came back down along with the Fibonacci, it actually came right to a very nice order block, which was right here, right? So it bounced very nicely off of this order block. We got a doji and a confirmation off of that. So again, it would have been in this around the same area for buys. Now for the sales, there were a couple of different setups as well. So I want to keep this on the chart so it's not that confusing to see. So anyway, we had sort of a large chop box here that kind of peaked out at the top. We have a doji 3-bar reversal right there. We also have silver bullet. I think this is about to hit TP. Yeah, I think this is about to hit the TP for about, I think 1,200 or 1,190 to be exact on my trade. Maybe others actually got more on this. But so we got a silver bullet and a daily strat and a chop box, which are all very, very nice. All right. So there is the target that actually just hit. So that was a very nice trade. Let me send this out in the chat real quick and you will be able to see what we do. So very nice trade. So you can see here, boom, I already had it marked out because, once you just sort of believe in your strat, you already know the outcome. Not true, but you wish you knew the outcome. So very nice on this trade. You can see here that I called it out. I did want to go bullish along with continuing this Fibonacci sequence right here. I did end up canceling that after I left, went downstairs, and price went the other way. Thankfully, it didn't tap us in first before doing so. So I appreciate you in queue. But yep, went and there was silver bullet, chop box, and the daily strat. A lot of confluence for it to continue to sell down lower. Getting some reactions here. So we are a very active group, as you can see with all the reactions. So anyway, now I can remove this so I can really show. I'll leave the chop box for now. So let's look at the daily strat. The daily strat was actually when price finally decided to make a change of character to the bearish side with a gap. So we actually have that change of character right here because we had a candle close below it. And we also have a gap, which was right here. And price tapped into that gap and you would have been targeting the daily below, hence the name daily strat. And this one, you would have been risking 890 on this one. So it's not really a fan favorite, but the outcome was amazing. You would have hit for about 1,600 bucks or so. So that was nice. And of course, we just took, as you saw, we took this chop box right here. Also, there was silver bullet. With silver bullet, we have our cutoff time at 10 a.m. So we're looking for price to take out the previous session high, which was right here, and then make structure and then a gap. So it would have been the same entry as the daily strat. on this one. So those are two big confluences that price wanted to continue down. Um, I missed out on both of those because I was downstairs, of course, but I did come back to see this rather large chop box right here. And that's the trade that I specifically took and called out. A lot of other people, since they know the strategy, they know what we do on a regular basis, they took this one. So they got a lot better entry than I did, which is amazing. So they actually caught an extra 355, and some people actually took this chop box with have made them an extra 840. So very nice, Dave, even though there was no news. And yeah, I'm happy with the results. We were patient, we didn't force anything, and we just let the market come to us and took some amazing setups. So hope you enjoyed the video. As always, you can trade with us. Link will be down in the description below. And please like, share, comment, subscribe, and let me know if you caught this. If you didn't, if you had a green day or red day, give me some feedback. And I'll catch you in the next video.